Most people chase their goals with white-knuckle tension, convinced that the harder they strive and the more they control, the more likely they are to get what they want. But the truth is, the universe responds to energy, not effort alone. When you want something so desperately that you can't relax, you actually repel it. Real manifestation starts when you learn to hold your vision lightly, trust yourself, and let go of needing to know exactly how or when things will happen. The greatest transformations, opportunities, and breakthroughs come not when you obsessively chase every outcome, but when you move with calm certainty, act with intention, and allow space for things to unfold on their own timeline. In this video, I'll break down the power of relaxing into your desires, how letting go creates the space for everything you want to arrive, and the step-by-step process to manifest what you want by focusing less on control and more on faith, alignment, and ease. If you've ever felt stuck, anxious, or like the harder you try, the less you get, this is your blueprint for turning stillness into power and making miracles happen by letting go. The paradox of desire is one of the most misunderstood truths in the journey of manifestation, because while ambition is essential, needing something so badly that you obsess over it actually blocks it from coming into your life. When your desire is laced with desperation, anxiety, or a feeling of, "I can't be happy until this arrives," you create energetic resistance that pushes your goal further away. The universe, psychology, and even neuroscience agree. The state of longing triggers a stress response in your body. Your mind fixates on the lack, your nervous system tightens, and you unconsciously communicate, "I don't have it," in everything you do. This scarcity mindset is magnetic, but it attracts more scarcity. True power comes when you flip the script. You set your intention, you visualize the outcome, and then you let go, trusting that if it's truly meant for you, it will find you. People who manifest effortlessly are rarely the ones who chase the hardest. They're the ones who move with relaxed faith, who know their worth, and who allow things to come to them without clinging. When you need less, you receive more, because your energy is open, unburdened, and unattached to any specific outcome. Instead of being a beggar at the gates of life, you become a king or queen who expects good things and doesn't panic if the timeline shifts. This is the paradox. Surrender isn't giving up on your dreams, it's giving up the need for them, trusting that you are already whole and allowing life to meet you where you are. That's when manifestation accelerates and the things you want begin to flow, not because you gripped tighter, but because you finally let go. The science of relaxation is the missing link most people ignore when they're chasing big dreams. Because while action is necessary, the state from which you act determines everything you attract. When your mind is stressed, anxious, or hyper-focused on controlling every detail, your nervous system enters survival mode. Cortisol rises, your creativity shrinks, and your field of awareness narrows to what could go wrong. In this state, you're biologically wired to miss opportunities, overlook subtle signs, and push away what you most desire, simply because your energy is frantic rather than receptive. By contrast, a calm mind, one that trusts, lets go, and embraces uncertainty, opens up a different set of possibilities. Relaxation isn't about being passive, it's about being available. When you breathe deeply, quiet your internal dialogue, and ground yourself in the present, your brain chemistry shifts. Serotonin and dopamine levels stabilize, creativity and intuition flourish, and you're able to spot opportunities, connections, and solutions that would otherwise fly right past you. The most successful manifestors aren't hustling themselves into exhaustion. They're taking inspired action from a state of ease, knowing that their calm is more magnetic than their force. Meditation, breathwork, and conscious rest become powerful tools, not because they attract things by magic, but because they change your frequency, making it easier for you to see and receive the good that's already in motion. The most successful manifestors aren't hustling themselves into exhaustion. They're taking inspired action from a state of ease, knowing that their calm is more magnetic than their force. Meditation, breathwork, and conscious rest become powerful tools, not because they attract things by magic, but because they change your frequency, making it easier for you to see and receive the good that's already in motion. When you relax, you signal to yourself and the world that you trust the process, that you're not desperate, and that you're already worthy of what you want. This opens doors that brute force could never unlock and draws your desires in naturally, almost as if by accident. Identity over outcome is the master key to manifesting anything effortlessly, because the truth is, you attract not what you chase, but what you are. Most people focus all their energy on getting a specific result, obsessing over the outcome and attaching their happiness to whether or not it arrives. But the universe and your subconscious mind don't work that way. Everything you receive in life is a reflection of your self-image, your beliefs, and the story you tell yourself every day. If you see yourself as unlucky, desperate, or always missing out, you unconsciously sabotage opportunities and repel abundance, no matter how hard you try on the surface. But when you shift your focus from "how do I get it" to "who am I becoming," everything changes. Instead of wishing for love, become someone who embodies love, who radiates confidence, kindness, and openness. Instead of longing for wealth, step into the habits, decisions, and mindset of someone who already knows abundance is their baseline. This isn't about pretending or faking it until you make it. It's about living as if the reality you desire is already yours, so your nervous system, your energy, and your actions align with that vision. People who manifest easily don't wait for permission to act like their future self. They bring that energy into every room, every conversation, every decision, until the external world catches up. The outcome no longer holds power over you because you've already become the kind of person who attracts it naturally. That's the secret. Identity is destiny. And when you prioritize being over getting, the outcomes you used to chase start chasing you. Let go of needing the result and become the result. Then watch how fast everything lines up in your favor. Mental rehearsal, feeling it, then forgetting it, is the art of using visualization not as a tool for obsession, but as a brief and powerful spark that sets the tone for your reality, then letting go so life can do its work. Most people misunderstand visualization. They spend hours imagining their dream life, replaying the same scenarios, and clinging tightly to a single outcome, only to feel anxious or empty when reality doesn't move fast enough. The truth is, the power of mental rehearsal is in its detachment. The most effective manifestors are those who visualize their goals with all their senses, seeing, feeling, and believing as if it's already happened, then drop the thought and get back to living. This process programs the subconscious mind and nervous system to seek out opportunities and take actions that align with the desired reality, but it avoids the pitfall of becoming needy, rigid, or controlling. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil. You water it, you trust the process, and you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. Obsessing over your visualization kills its magic because it signals to your brain and the universe that you don't really trust it will happen. But when you can experience the feeling of having your goal, bask in it for a moment, and then release attachment to how and when it unfolds, you give your intention the freedom to manifest in unexpected, often better ways. So practice mental rehearsal as a ritual. Feel it fully, then let it go. Live your day, follow your inspiration, and allow the universe to surprise you. The most magical manifestations happen when you're not looking, when you're not checking your order status, but simply trusting that your energy has already placed it and life is bringing it your way. Detachment in action is the art of moving toward your goals with clear intention, yet without the frantic energy of forcing or grasping, and it's one of the most powerful disciplines in relaxed manifestation. Most people get stuck at the intersection of desire and effort. They set a goal, take action, but then start pushing, controlling, and micromanaging every step, desperate to guarantee the outcome. This attachment creates tension, frustration, and often burnout because you're trying to bend life to your will rather than dancing with what it offers. The real secret is learning to take inspired action, moving forward when it feels aligned, not just when it feels urgent, and then letting go of the result. This means showing up fully, doing your part with excellence, but holding every outcome with open hands. When you detach from how things should go, you're free to adapt, pivot, and recognize unexpected opportunities that rigid control would never allow. You become flexible, curious, and magnetic. Your actions are fueled by trust, not fear. People and situations respond to this energy, doors open that effort alone could never unlock, and what's meant for you has space to find you. Detachment in action is not laziness or indifference. It's the highest form of confidence, knowing you're co-creating with life, not battling against it. When you move this way, everything feels lighter, more effortless, and ironically, results show up faster because you're not blocking them with your own anxiety. So take action, but let go of the need to force, rush, or control. That's how you move from struggle to flow, from scarcity to abundance, and from chasing to effortlessly receiving. Respond, don't react. This principle is the backbone of letting go and manifesting with calm certainty. Because the way you handle life's twists and turns determines how quickly you attract what you want or get stuck in cycles of frustration. When you're attached to a specific outcome, every delay or setback triggers an emotional reaction. You panic, overthink, blame yourself, or try to force results even harder. This reactive state signals lack, erodes confidence, and actually pushes your goals further away because you're acting from fear, not faith. But when you're truly detached, trusting the process, anchored in your vision but not obsessed with the timeline, you become a master of response. You acknowledge setbacks as feedback, not failure. You stay grounded, breathe, and adjust your course without losing your center. This calm, strategic way of handling uncertainty keeps your nervous system regulated, your mind clear, and your energy high. Opportunities that might have passed you by in a reactive state now become visible because you're present enough to recognize them. You start to trust that everything is working for you, not against you. And this faith draws in more of what you desire. Manifestation isn't about controlling every detail. It's about navigating the journey with grace, curiosity, and a willingness to adjust. The universe often delivers what you want in ways you never expected. And the person who responds with composure, not reactivity, is always the one who gets to receive it. Let go of the need to predict or control. Just be ready to meet life as it comes, and you'll find the path to your dreams is smoother and closer than you ever thought. Gratitude and enoughness are the energetic foundation that make you magnetic to everything you want. Because when you genuinely appreciate the present and feel whole with what you have, you stop signaling lack and start broadcasting abundance. Most people approach manifestation from a place of, I'll be happy when I get the job, when I meet the person, when my bank account grows, never realizing that this constant state of waiting actually blocks what they desire. The universe and your subconscious both respond to the energy you carry right now. When you focus on everything that's missing, you attract more lack. But when you shift into deep gratitude, seeing the beauty, lessons, and opportunities in your current reality, you raise your frequency and become a magnet for more good. Enoughness isn't complacency. It's an empowered state that says, I am whole and worthy with or without the next achievement. This energy doesn't repel ambition, it amplifies it, because it's rooted in self-love, not self-doubt. When you're content, peaceful, and appreciative, you stop chasing and start receiving. The things you desire are drawn to you almost effortlessly, because you're no longer pushing them away with anxious wanting. You begin to realize that the journey itself is the reward, and every day becomes rich, even as you move toward bigger dreams. Gratitude is the signal that you're ready to receive more, and enoughness is the container that holds it all. Practice this daily. Find 3 things to be truly grateful for. Remind yourself that you are enough, and watch as life rushes in to fill your cup in ways you never expected. Letting go for good is the ultimate secret to effortless manifestation because it's only when you truly release your grip on how, when, and even if something arrives that you create the space for the universe to surprise you. This isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about setting your intention, taking inspired action, and then living with the quiet confidence that what's meant for you can't pass you by. When you embody this level of trust, your energy becomes light, open, and deeply attractive. You're no longer weighed down by timelines, expectations, or fear of disappointment. Instead, you live in flow, grateful for every step of the journey, unattached to outcomes, and deeply present in each moment. You understand that your value doesn't depend on any external achievement, and that true fulfillment comes from how you show up, not just what you receive. Ironically, this is when the best things find you. Love arrives when you're not searching, opportunities appear when you're not grasping, and abundance grows when you're enjoying what you already have. Letting go is the highest act of faith, not in a passive, hope for the best way, but in a powerful, intentional surrender that says, "I've done my part, and now I trust life to meet me halfway." When you let go for good, you free yourself from the anxiety of outcomes and allow miracles to unfold in ways your planning never could. The universe responds to a heart that's open, relaxed, and already complete. And that's when you truly manifest everything by needing nothing at all. The true secret to manifesting everything you want isn't found in endless struggle, desperate chasing, or rigid control. It's found in relaxing, trusting, and letting go. When you move through life with calm faith, take inspired action, and then surrender your need for a specific outcome, you become magnetic in a way that hustle alone could never achieve. The things you want come to you not because you're forcing them, but because you're finally aligned, grateful, present, and unattached. If you're ready to step into this new level of power, start today. Relax your grip, breathe into your vision, and let life show you just how much it can deliver when you stop needing and start allowing. If this message resonated, subscribe for more strategies on building unshakable self-trust and flow. Drop a comment on what you're letting go of and share this with someone who needs a reminder. Everything you want is already on its way when you learn to let go.